later this e-content, then later this e-content is converted for the developing for the as a MOOC courses. Then started taking for the one subject, probably taking for the as well as the thing one paper they given for the 30 to 35 models. So here already given probably taking for the 4 credit you need to be developed for the 4 credit MOOC courses. Then you should have an total hour is 40 hours. Under the 40 hours, then again we need to be spent for 20 hours. We need to be given for the more weightages for the 50% weightages for the quadrant 1. That is for the video and audio content. Then rest to 20 hours we need to be provided for rest of the thing. Rest of the thing means quadrant 2, quadrant 3, or quadrant 4. These are all the some of the things were there. Then each courses then also given within the quadrant 1, then the 30 to 35 models, 20 hours lecture that need to be worked out. Then also taking for the, all the courses. These are all the some of the content as well as for understanding developing the MOOC courses. Then methodology to develop and host e-content. These are all the some of the thing because already we discussed for the 9 national coordinators there for the entire country. Probably I am from the social science background, or I am from the management, I am from the technical courses. Then again we need to be submit the proposal, submit to the concerned national coordinator. So national coordinator probably taking for the UGC University Grants Commission, or maybe ACT, or maybe NPTL, are you taking for the Indian Institute of Management. There is so many national coordinator will screening of our whatever the proposal you have submitted. Yes, I'm not audible. Yes,
Sir, audible, sir.
Okay,
Audible, sir. Audible, sir.
Okay, some participant. Okay, so based on the thing, then we need to understand. We call it as a principal investigator, or maybe anchoring institution. We need to be go for the memorandum of agreement. Then again, we need to be associated with the multimedia team. So as far as in our university concerned, we have a separate education multimedia resource center. Based on the thing, any proposal, anything that again we need to be linked with our EMMRC. Then with the some of the university not having for the multimedia center probably can associate with even other university for developing the content. Then in addition, recently Minister of Education, they have empowered for so many agencies. These agencies will given some kind of they will come and record the content, then again edit, then again made available for the in the platform. So these are all the some things are there. So only thing is you have to identify them, you have to develop your team based on the thing. Somebody you can call it as a principal investigator. Then also you can have some kind of content reviewer, language editor, so many things. So these are all some of the composition of the team that need to be there. Finally, when you're submitting the proposal, again we need to be obtain consent from the concerned register in our universities. These are all the sort of thing. So this EPG Partshal, probably I think anytime you can visit that EPG Partshal, you will get a lot of that for e-content, and also you can get the so many script made available. Probably 33 lakh that is for the visitors on the EPG Partshal globally. This is again e-content are made available under the EPG Partshal. Probably anytime, probably can you can visit this EPG Partshal, you will get a lot of material. Then under the EPG Partshal, these are all the subject is made available, taking starting from the adult education, architecture to up to visual arts, then again taking for the health, then again Spanish, so many things. In the some of the content made available for the languages, some of the content for more focus on some kind of genetics, there is an applied science, some courses is information technology, some content is their library information. These are all the some of the details for there. Probably I think whenever you free, probably you can type it in the EPG Partshal in the Google. Directly will take you to the EPG Partshal. There probably you can access for the various e-content. Now that e-content as well as for the video recorded also you linked with EPG Partshal. Probably this is again not only for the teacher, probably bring you to the student fraternity. Probably they can able to access some of the e-content made available in the EPG Partshal. That's another thing. Then further taking for under the massive open online courses, then again under the Swayam platform, we need to be types of courses, whether we are making for the half semester the 20 hours courses, or maybe full semester 40 hours courses, or maybe 10 hours only 1 credit courses, or maybe some kind of certification courses. Then again, these are all the some of the things we need to be as a course coordinator, we need to be decided. Usually in the earlier cycle, they're using for some of the courses available in the 2 credit, some of the courses available for the 5 credit, some of the courses available for the 4 credit, something like that. So based on the thing, I think 3-4 cycle, we finding difficulty for credit transfer, probably very important. As far as our university is concerned, we are given for the credit mobility under the MOOC courses. we given for the minimum 4 credit need to be earned through the MOOC courses. So based on the thing, some student gaining for the 5 credit, some student getting for the 3 credit. Then again, there is some kind of confusions or maybe some kind of credit transfer issues. Then we wrote a letter to the University Grant Commission. They taken into consider. Probably now, probably I think past 2-3 cycle, probably taking for the 2020 onwards. Probably all the credit maximum subjects made available in the Swayam platform. It's in the 4 credit. If they're having for the less than the 4 credit, probably some certification course is available, but that is not the credit transfer. So these are the some of the things were there. Probably can go through the thing. Probably will get all the familiarity of the guidelines or whatever all the content. Then taking for the student journey of the Swayam, this is again they started for the 2016 the guidelines were. Then after that they made for the various attempt taking for the thing. Finally taking how to reach for the student. Still there is a some attempt need to be made for this very important, because recently in the last I think in the 2 months back they introduced released in the University Grant Commission taking for the entire country how many universities were there, how many universities the credit transfer taking for the in the e-cycle, how many students have learned through the Swayam, how many students have get the credit transfer. These are all some of the details were made available in the website. So these are all some of the things. Still there is an way to go for the implementation of as well as for the Swayam courses. These are all some of the things. This probably can visit that website. You will get all this information is made available. Then also and then EPG partial. Then go to the Swayam. These are all the some of the things as as far as understanding for the Swayam courses. Then I will share another PPT. Just a minute. Okay, my screen is visible.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now we need to take a further discussion on initiatives on NMICT and Swayam courses. Then again, enrollment, examination, as well as for the evaluation. Under the initiative of NMICT, then again, very important, it's a Swayam Prabha. That's for the DT8 project for educational excellence. Under the Swayam Prabha, this was introduced for the MHRD in the earlier. Now the Minister of Education. The 24/7, there is an education channel. Only thing is very minimal effort need to be made for in the college level. Probably each college or maybe each university, probably you have so many dedicated infrastructure with respect to as well as for this seminar hall, or maybe in each department you have the seminar hall, or maybe each colleges there is a separate dedicated seminar hall, whatever the thing. Based on the thing, probably you can ask your concerned principal or maybe concerned director or maybe concerned head of the department. You can procure probably costing about almost 2,500 to 4,000 rupees. Probably you can ask for the local dish provider for the in the channel dish provider. Probably they'll installing for the Swayam Prabha dish. Then again, probably this is again it's mail available for the in the 24/7. There is an education channel, because this is again coordinated with various organizations. Then also every day there will be new content of at least 4 hours, which would be repeated 6 times in a day. So this is very important. Probably we call it as a blended learning, because already given for the blended mode of learning. Then also taking for the some kind of flipped mode. Under the flipped mode, sometimes used for the various delivering the lecture or other things. Sometimes whenever the seminar is free, probably in that time, probably you can switch on that to Swayam Prabha. Probably the various lectures it deliver that is there in the thing. Probably that can be used for the as a student or overall faculty or whatever the thing. So that is a very important under the Swayam Prabha initiative. These are all the channel partner IITs. Then again NPTEL, UGC, CEC, IGNO, NCERT, and as well as for the National Institute of Open Schooling. So these are all the channel partner. They are delivering the lectures, as well as for the under the Swayam Prabha is concerned. Then very important, probably recently there was one interesting thing, probably not only for the as a teacher, probably in our home, so many that whatever the maybe your sons or daughter, probably they are aspirant for the appearing for the JEE main or maybe joining for the IITs and other thing. That's also one of the interesting thing under the Swayam Prabha. There is an IIT Pal, that is for the Indian Institute of Technology. All the IITs, there the peer assisted learners, that is for the professor assisted learning, they called IIT Pal. Under the IIT Pal, they given very important as well as for the overall interest rate joining for the IITs, they call it as JEE main entrance need to be written. Under the JEE main, they given for the under the how that is for the content it delivered. Based on the thing, so many students make use of this Swayam Prabha, they succeeded for the joining IITs and other things. So this is very important. Probably think whenever you free, just you can go to the Swayam Prabha website. Under the Swayam Prabha website, you can browse various content, taking for the humanities and language, literature, history, then social sciences, then also applied sciences. All the content are made available. Then also then taking for the all the video lectures also available. This is very important. Probably I think you can based on the requirement, then you can tone your channel, which channel you are going to run it your in your department or maybe colleges. This is one of the initiative under the National Mission on Education through ICT. This is under the Swayam Prabha. Then move to the next National Digital Library, because already you are all familiar with the thing under the National Digital Library. Because not only for the digital repository, then also you can found the e-content. Based on the thing, probably can anytime you can go to the Google, just type it in the National Digital Library. Then again, you know the main page. Under the main page, so many information you can made available, taking for this in the school level, then also engineering, then also taking for the various humanities, literature, then law and management, then all the things. Go to the respective subject, then probably you can get for, because already given 68 lakh. That is for the e-books are made available under the National Digital Library, that is managed by the Indian Institute of Technology Kharagpur, IIT Kharagpur. Then also linked with various e-content, whatever the e-content made available under the various platform, either taking for the NPTEL or taking for the as well as for the under UGC or maybe Swayam platform, whichever the content are made available in the earlier courses, some of the content is linked with under the National Digital Library. Probably whenever you free, probably you can download the content. Whenever you free, download the whatever the e-content or videos and so many things. These are the some of the things were there. Then same kind of thing already we discussed subject under the EPG Padashal. These are all the subject are made available. Probably can review further whenever you free. Then another interesting thing. This is very useful as a teachers as well as for the student fraternity. We call it as a spoken tutorial. So this is one of the interesting things. Spoken tutorial. Probably not only for the teacher and student fraternity, probably in the common man, probably in a housewife or maybe in taking for the as a general common man, probably want to go for the learn for the how to do for the online banking. That may be taking for the how to do for the online transaction, how to purchase something in the through online. So these are all the some of the things. Probably they made it for the 4 or 5 languages in the local languages. Based on the thing, just you can enter the whatever the information. Probably I want to take a procedure of the online banking. Based on the thing, they're given for the choices of language. Either you can go for Kannada, English, whichever the language is made available. Based on the language, they'll give on the procedure to what is the procedure need to be followed in the thing. So without asking for any persons, in the directly can go to the spoken tutorial. Probably they will give on the procedure and process. Then this is also one of the interesting and innovative thing as well as for the under the Ministry of Education through National Mission on Education through Information and Communication Technology. Under the spoken tutorial, probably we have so many apps we are taking for the using for the thing. Then also we are using for the open so many open source softwares. Probably taking for the in my cases I am using for the Quantum JS. Under the Quantum JS, probably I'll ask you for the student. Probably we need to learn for the Quantum JS. You go to the spoken tutorial. You just take a type it in the Quantum JS. They'll given the procedure. What is the procedure need to be followed for installing your Quantum JS? Then also given for the what is the procedure you need to be followed for the executing the process, taking into consider your taking for the mapping or whatever the thing. The same kind of thing. So many basic sciences. Probably you are developing for so many apps. Then also be required for making some kind of analyzing the data or maybe taking for the yes. Yes, sir, I'm audible.
Yes, sir.
I think some noise is.
Yes, sir, you are audible.
Okay. So here, probably I think whenever you probably just you can navigate for the spoken tutorial, probably will get a lot of information. This is also one of the interesting initiative under the NMICT. Then you get all the things, even audio, video, tutorial also there in the thing. Probably they'll give on the procedure. Not only for the our teaching fraternity, then also more useful for the as a common man in the country. So this is one of the interesting thing as well as for the under the NMICT through the spoken tutorial. Then moving to very important, that is for the virtual labs. This is again somebody in the applied science or you can taking for the basic sciences. Probably we need to understand for the virtual lab. Under the virtual lab, they'll given for the so many procedure. Probably taking for somebody teaching in the quantum physics, somebody teaching for the as well as for the organic chemistry, somebody teaching in the what genetics. So based on the thing, they wanted to conduct some kind of lab. Based on the lab, in the virtual lab, they'll given for the thing. Probably you can go to that virtual lab. Then probably you can type it in the whichever the procedure we need to know. So based on the procedure, they'll given for the what is the procedure. Then also given for the what is the reference range. Then what are the standardization. Then also taking for the what will be the output. That all the entire that whatever the practical work it's made available in the virtual lab. So this is also one of the unique thing introduced for the National Mission on Education through Information and Communication Technology. Probably I think overall teaching in the basic sciences or maybe applied sciences. Probably I think bring you to notice of your student. Probably can make use of this virtual lab. This virtual lab will help you for whatever you are taking for the laboratory test or maybe you're taking for in your lab for the analysis or maybe taking for the various results and other thing. Probably this virtual lab will help you for one of the interesting aspect. Then also this virtual lab entire thing is managed by the IIT Kharagpur, then also IIT Hyderabad. Then I guess so many other premier institution, national premier institution, they're the partner for virtual lab. This is very, very interesting. Probably I think you can bring it to the notice of your student for the virtual labs. Then again, these are all the important links for online learning and e-resources. Probably I think any of in the PPT, I'll share the PPT. There probably whenever you free, probably can go to Swayam, then Swayam Prabha, then IIT Kharagpur, that is a National Digital Library. Then you can EPG Partshal, that is for the entire country implement managing. Then again spoken tutorial, then also virtual lab. This is again education, and that is for the Ministry of Education. They'll give for the ICT initiative. What are the ICT initiatives that introduced for the entire country? That all the information is made available for here. So these are all the some of the initiative as well as for understanding under the National Mission on Education through Information and Communication Technology. Then taking lesson further as well as for the Swayam, because already given some of the objectives, implementation, then also regulation, because already given what is an objective, because we need to understand for 3 cardinal principles of the entire country. Then second important, we need to be anyone, anytime, anywhere they can access for the whatever the content is made available. Then when come to the implementer, they're taking for the 9 national code for the entire country. Then again, taking for the overall the partners means taking for the that university is the partner for these 9 national coordinators. Then partner means with respect to 2 components. One is we need to be as an university, you need to be participate developing the MOOC courses, or maybe you can student to encourage student to join for the MOOC courses, taking for the initiative forward. So these are all some of the things were there, because then also there is a guidelines, because already you are aware of these guidelines. Then also in the guidelines is also given more weightages for encouraging the MOOC courses and also APA scoring the so many components. These are all the some of the because it is some of the thing. Then so many premier institutions already there in the MOOC courses. Then as far as the faculty, if you are interested in developing for the MOOC courses, then go to the UGC MOOCs portal features. So here they'll give information about all courses. Then again taking for the interface for MOOC courses. Then we call it as expression of interest in proposal. Sometimes what will happen? The Ministry of Education through the University Grant Commission or maybe ACT, they will call for the expression of interest. This expression of interest only for the applied for the particular specialization. Probably we require for the digital marketing. In the present context, digital marketing very important. Then also there is some subject very, very important for the artificial intelligence. Then also very important, there's a data mining, something like that. So they based on the thing, based on the requirement, then again concerned that national coordinator will discuss, then again finalize, then again through the national coordinator, they will receive for the expression of interest. They will give for the expression of interest call for the particular subject for the development of the MOOC courses. Probably in that time, probably each faculty need to be involved for developing the MOOC course. Otherwise, this is again entire year, probably you can submit the proposal. That is not any last date for submitting the MOOC proposal. The only thing you need to, you should prepare your which subject you are going to be developing the MOOC courses. Then also we need to be taking some kind of the approval from the competent authority. Probably you are there in the, because already you are aware of all these board of studies, then again taking for the thing, probably whichever the subject you have introduced, then whatever the syllabi you have developed for the in the MOOC courses, then you can, yes, there is some noise. Okay. So then taking for this thing proposal, probably you can prepare the proposal anytime. You can in entire year probably you can submit it in the thing. Then also guidelines, probably you can visit that. There is a separate UGC MOOC. There is a separate website under the UGC MOOC, so that is managed by the Implement for the entire country. Under the UGC MOOCs, there is a lot of guidelines for their regulations for their credit transfer, is content. These are all the some of the in the all the content were there in the guidelines. Then also they're conducting for a series of workshops, awareness program, as well as for how to develop the MOOC courses. Then also taking for the various attempts were there. Then login features, probably just look like a dashboard for the coordinator. You are the coordinator or maybe called as a principal investigator for developing the MOOC courses. Then you need to be create your profile. Then again, creation of the University Swayam photo there, University Swayam mentor. So this is again registration of the details of the learners, MOOCs. These are all the some of the attempts need to be there. Probably this is again Swayam expression of interest for the submitting the proposal. So probably I think just you can type it in the Swayam expression of interest UOI. That directly will take you to the Implement website, the taking for the Swayam proposal. So based on the thing, they'll given for the introduction, what is the scope of work, then also given for the overall eligible for the developing the MOOC courses, then also given for the guidelines, then also submission of the proposal. So this is again individually as a principal investigator, or you can call it as a course coordinator. We need to be scope of work need to be understand. Then also taking for the whether we have the eligibility criteria. Then also there is a guidelines for how to develop the MOOC courses. Then also they're conducting for the series of workshop that's organized by the ministry. Then also taking for the you can take help from the each university. There is an Swayam coordinator is appointed very long back. This was introduced in this in 2018 itself. Then again, probably in the majority of the university, probably there is an educational multimedia resource center. Probably in this education multimedia resource center will help you for developing the proposal, uploading that all the thing they will make a take support. That's the thing. Then another interesting thing, another National Education Policy 2020, Government of Karnataka introduced for the two important notable thing, as well as for the under the NEP 2020. 13 universities they selected for developing the MOOC lab. They given for the funding MOOC lab as well as for the community radiation. This is also one of the upcoming. Taking into consider, each university should have a community radiation. Whatever the content is there in the thing that delivered, that need to be transmitted in the community radiation. This is again very interesting and innovative. On par with the implementation of National Education Policy, the Government of Karnataka they introduced for the 13 universities their empanel. Empanel means that is for selected by the Government of Karnataka. That is all it's in the process. Taking into consider, they given for the 4 crore rupees for the entire each universities for implementation of establishment of MOOC lab as well as for the establishment of the community radiation. These are all the two important initiatives. Under the thing, probably in the MOOC lab, in the later stage, probably no need to depend on multimedia resource center. Probably each MOOC lab itself, they can train up with the developing for the MOOC courses. Then each university is probably in the MOOC lab, well-versely, they can make use of these content creation, content development, preparing the proposal, so many things. So these are all some of the things for there. Probably need to take into consider as a life cycle for the MOOC courses. Probably taken into consider content proposal, and then that's for the taking for the approval. Then content development, repurpose. Only thing is because any faculty already they involved for the creation of the e-content of the EPG Photoshop. Probably they can repurpose that same content can be converted in the video content. That is also facilities available, made available. Then again, content from as well as for the universities through the credit, whatever the thing, taking consent from the university for the credit transfer. Then course announcement. Then again, uploading the whatever the content. These are all the various life cycle. Probably later you can go through these various life cycle. Based on the thing, you can see what is the procedure need to be followed after the content is prepared. Then again, how to upload that all the thing. Probably I think as of now in the present our University of Mysore, that EMMRC will take care of our Education Multimedia Resource Center will take care of all these procedure for uploading. As soon as your content is ready, then probably you can submit to your national coordinator. So national coordinator identifying for whichever the multimedia resource center for in the jurisdiction, whichever in the in the premises of the university, they'll given for the uploading all the thing. Then further understanding this making hosting of MOOC courses, again they already given for the so many times repeatedly mentioned the multimedia team, video recording, slides, animation. So only thing is we need to be write the script. Based on the script, then we can decide it for the delivering for the content. Then again, these are all the some of the things were there. I will not go for the detail. Then these are all the structure of MOOC courses already given. Course introductory video. Then week introductory video need to be prepared 1 to 2 minutes. Then again, week content. What are the content you are going to deliver in a week? Then also in the you should have a 1 to 2 minutes a week sum of videos. So taking into consider for the thing, what are the content you have delivered? What is the sum of videos should be there? Then again, quiz and is a mandate for 2 to 3 in a course. That's a quiz and assignment. Then again, you give for the assignment plan, grading scheme, allocation marks. So these are the some of the things already there in the thing. Then, as far as in the present, probably in the earlier, in the first time when the Swayam courses were introduced, at the time, entire country they conducted for the as well as for the conducting for the examination conducted with the UGC under the as well as for the UGC has conducted. Later, the government of India they introduced for the National Testing Agency. They established for the National Testing Agency. Now, starting from the I think third cycle to still now, the entire country that as well as for the online courses as well as for the Swayam courses, the examination conducted by the National Testing Agency. This is some of the thing. Probably I think National Testing Agency they will decide for the entire country for the dates and other kind of thing. Then this is as well as from the new course coordinator, they given for the 5-minute duration of this proposal. Then again, as soon as your proposal is approved, 1.35 lakhs is released as an initially. Then later rest of the thing they'll given. When you're taking for the costing of the entire thing, 13.5 lakh is given. Out of 13.5 lakh, probably 9 lakh is budgeted for multimedia resource center, taking for the content creation, editing, so many other components. When come to the 4.5 lakh, they're given for exclusively for the say controlled by the course coordinator or maybe principal investigator. Probably I think directly 2 lakh is the honorarium for the coordinator or developing the content as a course coordinator. The 2 lakh they'll given for the honorarium. This is also one of the interesting and also encouraging the faculty to involve for the developing the MOOC courses. The rest of the thing they'll given for the technical reviewer, so many other components. Probably break up budget and other thing. It's made available in the website. Whenever you free, probably just go to the UGC MOOCs. Under the UGC MOOCs, there is a then directly go to there is a link of that is for the downloads. Under the download, there is a guidelines. Under the guidelines, they'll given for the budget allocation that all the details are made available. Probably whenever you free, probably can look into that proposal. Then developing the MOOC courses, then again go to the Swayam influnet.ac. This is in the link. If you click the link, probably directly they'll taking for the in the proposal. There as a course coordinator, you need to be upload the whatever the proposal you prepared, then whatever the weekly plan, whatever the which week, whatever the content you are going to be deliver, then who is going to be deliver, then who is reviewed your content, the who is edited your content, so many things, so many that is for the thing. It's in the Word format template. Probably I think anybody interested in developing the MOOC course, probably in the after the class, probably can just mail to me. Probably I'll submit, I'll send that template of proposal template in the Word form. Just fill the template, then probably you can submit to the, you can ask your concerned Board of Studies for the clearance approval of the Board of Studies, and same thing need to be submitted for the university for getting the consent from the registrar. So these are all the, some of the process were there, probably can there in the thing. Then when you, after the proposal you're getting, then again we need process of e-content development. This is again any digital media design for display on the web. Then again you call it as a principal investigator or subject matter expert. As soon as taking as a in the Swayam, then you call it as a principal investigator or maybe subject matter expert. Then this is some of the probably in the is a thumb rule. There's a thumb rule. Probably there is some variation should be there based on the recording. In the presentation script, probably 3,000 words. That's for the thing they'll given. Then also they'll given for the subject. Then also given for the what is the episode total title. Then formal introduction, summary of the lecture. These are all the some of the content were there. Then as a teacher, because already we were all well versed with the thing, delivering the content, delivering the lecture. Need not worried about all these presentation before camera. Teleprompter is there. Speed of delivery they'll given, because sometimes even in the present my delivery probably a little bit, because so many times our that what the director and coordinator is telling, sir, a little bit your delivering a little bit more than the whatever they required. So because here they given speed of delivery 35 to 40 words per minute. So this is some of the thing we need to be there as well as for the developing the courses. Then again, annotation and voice modulation, that's also very much required, because finally that has to be in the audible in the voice modulation that need to be done it. Then other academic input, then objective that need to be written for the what are the objective of the particular course. Then summary of the script, you need to be written for the summary of the script. Then text entire presentation script need to be prepared. Then also you need to be what is the frequency asking questions. Then also you have to come out with some kind of case studies. Probably think you can take some example of complete case studies. Then taking some kind of assignment. What are the assignments you are going to be doing? Then again, you should have 15 quizzes. Then also links of bibliography. So whatever the links your resources you have downloaded for the developing the course, that links need to be shared. Then also given for the bibliography, what are the references you followed, which are the book you referred. Then again, finally, you should have some kind of glossaries. This is again other academic input. These are all some of the component as far as understanding for the taking for the developing the MOOC courses. Then taking for the further, the very important we need to understand, because already given the title, taking for the information and communication technology in higher education. Then also what are the issues and challenges. So this is very important as a teaching fraternity. Probably we have so many initiatives already is in the pipeline. So many initiatives already is made available for the entire country in the domain of the education. Then very important how to bring it to these initiatives to the in our institutional level or maybe department level. That's also very important. Then taking for the major thing is insufficient funds. This is very important, as well as in the present context, taking for the not only for the universities, even taking for the earlier universities having for the good resources, but now universities having for some kind of, there is a shortage of funding, so many insufficient funds because of various reasons. Because first 5-6 years we didn't get any, as far as University of Mysore is concerned, we didn't get any kind of funding. Probably taking for the earlier we got Institution of Excellence 100 crore, then also that is for the University Potential for Excellence 50 crore. So much. These are all some of the major grants probably that can be used for the research or something like the making for some kind of implementation of ICT and other thing. Because that's also one of the given case example. Probably taking for the in our college level or maybe university level, that's also one of the issues is insufficient funds, because we require latest hardware and software whenever you started for these things. Probably only thing is government of Karnataka introduced for the learning management system. Probably in your colleges or maybe in your university, they're starting for the own learning management system. Probably you need to be spend so much lakh rupees, so much crore rupees for the developing for this learning, installing for the learning management. So this is also one of the things. That's a major issue is insufficient funds. Then again, challenges of language and content. This is again very interesting. In the last so many cycle, probably we are in the 10th cycle. Presently, we are in the 10th cycle of in the Swayam courses. So many as well as for the email received from the student, because I am studying for the Kannada, then I am studying for the linguistic, but very difficult to take the Swayam courses because I am studying in the English. So these are all the reasons. Then we wrote a letter to the University Grant Commission. Then now presently, probably in the present cycle also, it's available. 2-3 regional language subjects are made available. So this is one of the thing. Probably there is a thing, language of content. A larger proportion of the education software produced in the world marketing is in English. So this is again, whichever the applications we are introducing, whichever the programming, whichever the apps or whichever the learning management system we are introducing, then again that is for the thing. That's also one of the thing challenges of that's the language and content. That is the some issue. Then another thing is this is again not in the domain of entire in the thing. Probably lack of trained teacher means only for related with ICT. Probably especially in the rural area, because very difficult to access for the various softwares and application. The second thing is probably I think we require some kind of skilled teacher to train the use of ICT, not in the subject matter, related with the information and communication technology. That's also very important. Then again, ICT becomes increasing integrated into the educational manager decision maker. This is very important. Every time we started introducing for the various ICT initiatives. So based on the thing, we need to understand for the plan for technology, what technology very, very important, taking into consider. Then also challenges for, because when ICT are not their core competence, probably taking our syllabus, somebody probably taking for the whichever subject I am teaching, whichever the courses I am there in the thing, then probably come to know what is the ICT competency in the particular subject. Probably taking for the somebody studying for the B computer science or somebody studying for the B electronics, probably there more competency for the as well as for the information communication technology. But when you're taking for the, I'm studying for the MA in Kannada, I'm studying for the MA in English, or maybe I'm studying for the MA in literatures, something like that. Based on the thing, very limited scope for the as well as for the ICT. So that's also very, very important. Then again, we need to be there. Then what is the true cost of ICT in education? This is very, very important. Then again, what is the costing that need to be worked out? That is also one of the issues were there in the thing. Selecting one technical solution over another. This is again very difficult because of various barriers that need to be there. Then lack of focus on educational objectives. So this is something probably I think in the present as well as for the thing, probably in the private player, they're playing very important role as well as for these MOOC courses as well as for the thing. They're taking for the linking with various educational objectives. Very importantly, probably I think you are all well versed with the thing there is an called as Baiju. This is a Baiju app. Probably I think as of now, probably more than there's almost 10 million apps or users were available for the entire country. This is one of the thing. Probably in the short period, there is a gain for the very the thing. Then also they got for the one of the educational innovative that for the multimedia animation technique they use for the as well as for the Baiju is concerned. This is some other thing. Probably there is a only thing is we need to be linked with our educational objectives. Probably that is more important. This is some of the issues. Then taking ICT is useful in education for digital literacy. This is again there's a lot of challenges because we are using for the digital literacy, developing all kind of resources such as infrastructure development, logistic management, e-governance, administration, so many things. But bringing all these things, that is also one of the as an additional advantage taking into consider. Probably I think you are all even your universities or maybe in your colleges going for the NAC accreditation, they will given for the thing. How many classroom is saying for the full-fledged ICT classrooms? Probably taken into consideration, should have a projector, then also taking for the there so many things. So many there is in all the classes, probably your 30 classes, all the 30 classes having for the ICT tools and techniques, or maybe they are the power that for the PowerPoint projector or something like that. So these are the some of the things probably is very much is required for the ICT in the present context. Then challenges is budget limitation because we don't have a separate budgetary provision for this exclusively for the ICT in the either maybe in the college level or maybe institute level. Probably there is some kind of thing to be introduced in the thing. This is challenges. Lack of professional training because as soon as very important, I given so many attempts because as far as I'll take in case of our university itself, they're making for a lot of initiative because starting from the admission to till for the result valuation, everything in the online. We are using for the use hardware software. Then also using for the various manpower. Based on the thing, finally they're taking for the sometimes if there is a problem, probably there is a problem in the even also we faced for in the online admission, probably some kind of server problem. See, this is all some of the thing. Probably this is probably we need to be taking for the thing. Then we required for the lack of professional trained people for the handling for the entire domain of these information and communication technology. Then also for network infrastructure. This is very important. Even though you are taking for the thing various private provider, network providers, service providers, probably there is also one of the thing. At a time you are taking for the so much data set or maybe in the bandwidth, probably that's also one of the hiccups. Probably we need to be, that is the challenges there in the thing. Probably even if you're taking for the Swayam, 2018 they started in the first cycle and second cycle, there is a difficulty for streaming of video because there is a taking too much time for streaming of video because of the bandwidth is not there. So many issues were there made there. But in the present, probably taking for the now, they introduced for the in January 2nd week, 3rd week, they're improving for the 10th cycle. Probably think any student, any faculty can look into the thing, probably in a fraction of seconds, probably can streaming of entire video because they given for such a bandwidth they created under the cloud. Based on the thing, they can have. So this is very important. Then system in place for utilizing the technology in curriculum, for example, Swayam, virtual lab, distance, online mode. So these are all the so many things are coming up under the information and communication technology. Then how these can we bring it in our present curriculum? This is very, very important. Probably so many students they're studying for the Swayam. Then again they learn the credit. Then again they have to bring it in their ESR or credit transfer for the mark sheet. But very important, some of the subject probably taken into consideration for the blend with the curriculum with respect to which are all the subject made available in the Swayam. Probably that is also one of the advantage. then taking for the virtual labs, then also taking for the each university they awarded for the distance and online. Probably taking for the in our university also we are offering for the online courses. Probably there are so many courses entire fully online, and so many undergraduate courses for the entire online. So taking for the thing, student will enroll for the particular course. Probably we have the BCA, Bachelor of Computer Application. Then also we have the MBA. So many courses are made available. There is a separate directorate in our university taking for the and in these online courses. So based on these online courses, then again taking for this is also one of the things probably we need to understand. Because the very important, another interesting probably George Corser given because we are all familiar with all the things. Technology will never replace great teachers, but technology in the hands of great teacher is transformational. So this is one of the things probably we need to keep it in mind, because already given technology is the via media for making for the simplifying our delivery. So this is again simplifying our delivery. That's why technology is the via media. Technology is not a solution for the entire thing. Technology is only for the as an additional via media for delivering the thing. So these are the some of the content as well as an understanding. Then I will take I think another 15 minutes for taking for what our university has did for the as per an understanding for the Swayam course is concerned. Sir, my screen is visible.
Yes, sir.
Visible, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, this is again we have Swayam Digital Learning and Monitoring Cell. It is there in our Manasa Gangotri University of Mysore campus. Under the thing, University of Mysore is the one among the state university to offer MOOCs under Swayam platform. This is again we have so many courses already we developed under undergraduate as well as for the postgraduate level. Then also one among the state university offering for the MOOC courses there is the Swayam. By adapting for the Swayam courses, then again this University of Mysore became the first university in Karnataka to offer adopt massive open online courses. This is again we started way back because 2016 they framed the regulation. 2017 there is a regulation for the that is for the enacted for the entire country for implementation of the Swayam courses. Then 2018 21st March we have established for the full-fledged Swayam Digital Learning and Monitoring Cell of the University of Mysore, as per the direction of University Grant Commission, as well as per the earlier it was there the Minister of Human Resource Development. So based on the thing, then MOOCs which are based on ICT will have course from the best academician in the country from. This is very important. One of the advantage for the student is concerned probably some of the courses designed by the All Institute of Medical Science, some of the courses designed by the Indian Institute of Science, some of the courses is designed by the professor of JNU or maybe National Law School or whatever the thing. These are all the probably taking for the various parameter either taking. Yes. Taking all these component, probably one of the interesting thing is some of the universities they rank for the with respect to the ranking. We can't compare with our university to IAC. It's various other parameter. Probably some parameter we cannot compare because of the various other reason. So like that, probably taking for the there in the IAC, probably they're developing for so many courses. Probably in the same courses, probably our university student is enrolling, then getting the certification. That is for the value addition to the student taking for the in the end of the day. Probably they're showcasing for the thing. I have studied for this Swayam subject. Again, this subject is offered by the professor of All Institute of Medical Science, or my professor of IAC, or my professor of JNU, or something like this. This is some of the thing. That is the main thing. Probably that is a very advantage for the student as well as for the gaining some kind of additional advantage for the as well as for the institute as well as the department is concerned. Taking as far as for the entire Swayam vision of digital learning monitoring cell is to adapt, implement, and facilitate the student for enrollment of UGC MOOC Swayam courses. We are working like as a facilitator, probably taking into consider the main concept of this in the Swayam they introduced. They identify for the Swayam coordinator for the each university. They conducted for the training program in the Delhi. They call for the intensive training program for this Swayam coordinator. Then Swayam coordinator has to work as a single point of contact. Then UGC directly contact the Swayam coordinator. Swayam coordinator will be taking for the facilitating for the whatever the courses made available for the Swayam courses that bring you to the notice of the university. These are all the Swayam courses that are available for the thing. Then again, we need to facilitate, taking into consider for how many students have enrolled, that need to be updated for the UGC. So many students have enrolled. Then also updating for the what is the examination, because every time they announce the examination date for the entire country. That probably in that same date, probably in our universities, or maybe there is some other exam probably that need to be performed, because this examination date fixed by the entire country. That's for conducted by the National Testing Agency. That's also one of the thing. Then also we need to be encouraging for the enrollment. In between, there is any student compliances, probably this Swayam facilitation center will help you for the student for all enrollment, then course, then taking for the credit transfer. Then taking the objectives to facilitate best teaching and learning resources, bridge the digital divide. Then also taking for already given UGC has appointed for the local chapter, that is for the thing. Then also taking for a single point of contact. Then some of the courses is there in the under the technical courses, probably undergraduate or maybe in the postgraduate in the technical courses, either maybe in the engineering colleges. They are given for the local chapter, then directly controlled by the under the ACT, they call it as an NPTL. Under the NPTL, they have the local chapter. The local chapter need to be registered. Then automatically they send the whichever the courses made available in the thing, then they'll directly send it to the particular thing. So as far as in our UGC, we have separate UGC MOOCs. There is separate website under the UGC MOOCs. Then all the courses made available, that's there in the thing. Then again, same thing were linked with the under the Swayam platform. So this is again we are working as a single point of contact in the UGC. Then also taking for the feedback. Then also so many other things, assist registration, examination, credit transfer of student. There's all the thing. Then finally we need to be uploaded each cycle. How many courses, how many students have enrolled for the each courses. Then also how many student credit transfer. These are all the some of the things need to be uploaded in the every day, every cycle they will see the feedback as well as per the link. In the link we need to upload everything. Then taking under the composition of Swayam Digital Learning Monitoring Cell, there is a Vice Chancellor is the chairman. Then members of this all sector officers is the member. Then also members of all the directors. We have the PMEB, EMMRC, CDC, so many other that whatever the authorities, the director will be there in the thing. Then the members of all the deans of the faculty, that are the members. Then also members secretary, Swayam coordinator, the coordinator. This is the composition of Swayam Digital Monitoring Cell. Then also we have conducted for the series of meetings. So whenever the subject releases, we conducting for the series of meeting. Then as a PG Council. Then also we are making for the so many orientation program. Based on the thing, bring you to the notice of this. All the subject is made available. Probably bring it to the notice to the student, taking into consider for the enrollment or whatever. This are some of the attempt permit. Only thing is offline meeting, very limited offline meeting because of the pandemic 2020, whatever the thing. Up to 19 we have conducted for the so many offline meeting for as soon as e-cycles. Only because of the pandemic, we have done for some kind of online discussion with the thing. Then taking under the digital learning monitoring cell, we have started an activities. First thing we have made for the University Swayam coordinator, that is for the web link. Probably can go to the UGC MOOCs. Probably type it in the Mysore University. Probably there is a University Swayam coordinator details, everything will come. Then again, we have appointed almost 65 university Swayam mentors. As far as in our university is concerned, first we started implementing for our Manasak Gangotri campus. So based on the thing, we have appointed 65 university Swayam mentors, taking for the each department, taking for the one faculty member as a mentor. The mentor is a single point of contact of the particular department. So based on the thing, as soon as subject is released, directly send it to the mentor. So mentor will taking into consider for the creating the awareness of the student. This other subject is made available. Then also they're monitoring for the enrollment as well as for the various other things. These are some of the things for there. Then we made credit transfer in the 4 credit. That is also we made in the academic council. Then also we made a resolution minimum 4 credits. This is again because we are all there in the choice-based credit system. Under the choice-based credit system, minimum credit in a PG level probably 76 credit. Then also given for the thing, there is an open elective they'll given for the entire 76 credit is given for the some kind of parameter. Some credit will be there in the hardcore, some credit they'll go earn through the softcore, some credit through the open elective. We are not touched for the hardcore and softcore. Only we are given for the in the open elective. Based on the open elective, they given for the minimum 4 credit, maximum 12 credit. So if any student getting for the 12 grades to the open elective, they'll get some kind of professional that is for the honoraries honorary degree certificate or something like that, whatever the some certification. Then taking into consider this 4 credit, if the student taking into consider that 4 credit, then automatically they can through the under the mandate of under the each courses that is there in the thing in the credit transfer. Then linking of all UGC, probably you can go to our main website of University of Mysore. All the linkings are made available. EPG Partshal, Swayam Prabha. That all the links are available. Now that same link will link with our online courses because we have a separate link which is there in the online courses. And the online courses, everything is shifted to online courses in the EPG Partshal, Swayam Prabha. Earlier it was there in the main page that all these thing. Anytime student can access for the EPG Partshal. Anytime the student can access for the Swayam. Anytime they can see for the Swayam Prabha what are the content for there. These are some of the things for there. Then linking of Swayam video. This is one of the interesting in the earlier cycle. We started for the creating awareness. We have made for the radio single English and Kannada that has to be transmitted in the radio FM stations. We are taking into consider for the creating awareness of the Swayam courses. This is also one of the attempt were made. Then also from the University Grant Commission, they printed A0 size of Swayam posters. Probably I think anybody familiar with our university or part of the university, probably each department or maybe in the guest house or maybe public, wherever the student gathering places, there is a A0 size posters were there in the Swayam. This is again, the government of India taken the initiative, Minister of Education, they printed all the posters, then again send it to all the universities. The university has to create awareness and also post it in the where the children gathering places are maybe in the notice board as well as the thing. Then taking this the digital money activity, we have Swayam Prabha, 30 department in the postgraduate we have made for classroom. Under the thing, each classroom, wherever the seminar hall is there, we made for the classroom. Under the thing, whenever the classes is there, they can use the seminar hall. Rest of the thing they can go for the visiting for this Swayam Prabha, that is all installed in the 30 department. Then taking for the display boards about Swayam courses. This is was initiated in the Manasaganta campus. Probably anybody entering from the main gate or various other gate, probably can see the that big that whatever there is nothing. Now anyhow that's coming in the digital LED display. Based on the LED display, we will give the which are all the courses made available as soon as we minimum 15 days we are displaying for the which are all the courses made available. Then also we have the created social media taking for the net of Facebook, Twitter, and other thing. Apart from that, we have very important recently very good initiative related with the University Career Hub, that is for the funded by the RUSA. Under the University Career Hub, any student is joining for the university, they will go for the there is some details of the University Career Hub. Based on the thing, we taking the all the emails of the students. Then again, we are posting for the subject, which are the subject is relevant of the Swayam. At least each student aware of it. These are all the subject made available in the Swayam. Then they can choose it. So these are some of the things were there. Then circular for the department. As soon as subject is released, again sending to the circular to the department. The chairperson, then also taking for the mentors, taking into consider for the thing, select the enrollment of the Swayam courses, then LED display in the camera. These are all some of the there. Then also we have organized for the series of workshop, adoption of UGC-Swayam courses for the only exclusive, because very important in the second semester, probably in the earlier curriculum, probably taking before implementation of NEP. There is no open elective in the first and second semester. Open elective start from the third semester. Then again, we targeted for the third semester student, then connecting for the orientation program. Then again, we connected for the various program for the with the teachers, taking for the developing the MOOC courses. These are all the some of the thing. Then also we have made for the development of e-content for massive open. These are all some of the thing. Then these are all the some of the very small content were there in the thing, as well as for the checking for the various enrollment is there, but number of subject opted. But again, transfer or whatever the thing. So far, almost 500 above student have taken for the credit transfer as well as for the through our digital learning monitoring cell. Then first time, as well as for the UGC Net Bureau has conducted for the university has identified the University of Mysore is one among the center for conducting the Swayam procured exam. Then again, as far as university also given their training for the along with UGC observer, and also given for some various papers, everything that has to be managed by the UGC Net Bureau. Then we have conducted the exam. Then also we got the certification of the Excellence Center of the, as well as for the Mysore is conducting for the UGC Net exam. This is UGC exam from the Net Bureau as well as for the UGC. This is also one of the thing. Then again, e-cycle then given for the which are the student, because one of the thing, because already given in the data set, probably I think so much 2 crore student have enrolled, but when getting the certification, probably 11 lakhs probably student have the certification. Probably taking for the enrollment and the thing, probably very minute percentage they're in the getting the certification. Probably as far as our university is concerned, almost 40% above performance our university is above the national average of 50%. This is some of the thing. Then in this cycle, we are identifying for the which student is highest marks secured under the SWAYAM that need to be rewarded. Then these are all the some of the details each cycle they're given for the enrollment, examination, that all the thing. These are all the some of the thing. Then taking as a development of the MOOCs, very important. Recently, we have in the 2020 we have signed MOU with Administrative Training Institute. Administrative Training Institute making for the capacity building and training of the in-service employees. So that is for the thing. Based on the thing, we have training institute developing for the online open online courses. Government servant to upgrade them under the platform of MOOCs. Joint preparation and delivery options. So this is one of the things. Probably you are developing almost taking for the one course is the professional diploma course in public administration. This is for the 24 credit, 12 credits for the 6 months. This is exclusively for IAS preliminary. Overall, there in the IAS joined for here, as in the 2 years there in the probationary period. Under the probationary period, probably they will go for the various entire country. They will go for the various institution for the training. Probably they will come to ATA for the 2 months. They will go to the Mysore for 6 months, something like that. Based on the thing, they can overall joining at the Karnataka cadre. Probably they can enroll for these professional diploma courses. Then they can do it in the thing. Probably later they can complete. So this is some of the attempt were made because that is the main intention for this professional diploma course. Then apart from that, there is so many centers were there in the as well as for the in the Administrative Training Institute. One is disaster management, then also social justice and equality, sustainable development goals, data analytics and e-governance, public-private partnership. So these are all the centers they wanted for the professional certificate course. That is exclusive for only for the 4 credit courses. 40 modules need to be developed based on the course. Then again, these certificate course need to be given for the either maybe in the in-service employees taking for the various grade, either starting from the grade A, grade whatever the thing. So these are all the some of the thing as well as for the massive. Then also we have so many committees for constituted managing council, development of the thing, the expert committee, special board of studies for the developing the content. So many attempts were also made. Then also we have made series of deliveries as well as for the creating awareness for the SWAYAM courses, various in the platform. Then also so many distinguished these are visited for the thing UGC observer. Then so many other components. Then also we made for the thing. Then also we made some vision for the online education. Probably this was one of the transmission of SWAYAM courses. Then we are earlier we had a opportunity for National Testing Agency. They wanted to make for the testing practice center because at the time we are all busy with as well as for the at the time there is a the AAA committee visiting for our university and in the NAC. That's why we could not able to do the thing. Probably in the upcoming years we are planning to submit the proposal for making for the National Testing Agency Center should be there for our industry. These are all some of the things were there. Then in the present guidelines is given up to 40% of the UGC credit framework. Probably I think these are all the regulations as well as for the thing in the presently we are all in the pipeline or maybe taking for the implementation of National Education Policy 2020. In the e-syllabus, they devise such a way that probably there is some kind of bunch of courses that can be credit can be earned through the as well as for the SWAYAM. This is the option is given because already there is a if any student they earn for the 40% of the credit through the SWAYAM, then again we need to be incorporated in the ESRR mark sheet. That's the mandate. That's already in the regulation. Probably that need to be there in the thing. Then apart from that, we recently we have made Karnataka Police Academy also we made for the MOU for the developing the MOOC courses. These are the some of the just for the understanding as well as for the development of the MOOC courses. These are all the various series of workshops we organized. These are all the some of the social media we are updating the database. Then also we have signed some kind of MOU and other things. Then also very interestingly we have conducted intensive training program for administrative training to staff members because very important because this staff will involve for content script writing, then also taking for the delivering the content other thing. We have conducted all the case, all the officers who are all there in the administrative training institute. We have conducted for the intensive training program for how to develop the e-content, how to deliver the e-content, how to write the script, so many things. This is all the thing. Then also each workshop you are inviting for the resource person from the various things. Probably there is a UGC Inflignate, there is an Abhishek. His person is coordinating for the entire country as well as for the MOOC courses. Is the thing. So based on the thing, there were series of lecture we organized. These are all the some of the attempt brainstorming workshop. These are all the some of the things. Then also we have conducted for the exam. We got Excellence Center Award also. They're based on the conducting these proctored examination as well as for the Swayam is concerned. So these are all the some of the things. Probably whenever you free, probably just you can type it in the UGC MOOCs. Under the UGC MOOCs, they will take you directly website of UGC MOOCs. Under that, there is Swayam courses, then also given for the credit transfer, then also proposal for the expression of interest. Then taking for the what are the series of workshops. Then go to the downloads. Here in the top of it, there is a download. So here they are given for the series of guidelines. Whichever the guidelines is applicable only for the examination, enrollment, and credit transfer. Whichever the guidelines related with as far as for the developing for the MOOC courses. Then also given for the as a guidelines is for what are the configuration, what is the resolution with respect to the camera recording. Then taking for the various technical parameter, everything is made available in the guidelines. Probably these guidelines will help you for the as a teacher fraternity for come forward for developing the MOOC courses. Probably read the guidelines. Probably can start with working for the as well for the developing the MOOC courses. Probably anybody further any kind of thing related with as well as for the MOOC courses or maybe any interest developing for the MOOC courses, probably be ready to help from the our university side. So these are all the some of the thing. Probably I think so many content is there, but very difficult to taking for the all the content in the integrated in the one platform. This is very difficult task because when you're taking for the ICT is the worst under the information and communication technology. Taking very important because higher education is playing very important role for this information and communication technology. Of course, then again, Swayam is very, very interesting. Then also taking for the various open educational resources. Then again, taking for the various other initiatives, taking for the either taking for the virtual lab or maybe taking various spoken tutorials. So many content. This is all some other thing. Taking for the thing. I think I will stop my presentation. Probably we can have a 10 minutes for the discussion for the first session as well as for the in the present session. Probably we can have any queries, any kind of discussion. We can have a interaction or we can have a clarification based on my presentation. Yes, sir. Still 10 minutes is there. Probably we can ask any clarification or maybe whatever the clarification doubts based on my presentation or maybe any other related with the MOOCs or maybe ICT. Probably I can clarify it. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. I think sir, even you can ask any clarification, any doubt, probably can clarify it. Because in the finally, probably now, okay, probably another 5 years, another 10 years, probably all the teacher may be more orientation to developing the MOOC courses and also more orientation towards the using for the ICT tools and techniques. Probably I think in our domain will be changed only for the in the traditional classroom, probably 50% we given weightages, rest 50% we need to go for in our online mode of education.
ಇದು ಕೋವಿಡ್ ಪೀರಿಯಡ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಸಾಕಷ್ಟು ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಸರ್ ಇವೆಲ್ಲ.
ಹಾ ಸರ್.
Seniors, hardly we are having 2 to 3, 2.5 years service, even though we have learned all these online platform teaching methods, sir.
Okay.
These are very helpful, sir. today's your
That is also very
lecture
helpful,
is,
sir. ಈಗ ನಾವು as per the NEP, now introduced for Government of Karnataka learning management system.
yes, yes,
The
LMS.
entire thing they'll bring it to the domain of LMS. Probably I think starting from your attendance to probably your assignment marking, everything they bring it in the platform of LMS.
Yes, sir.
Probably our teacher role will be very simplified. Probably the student will not ask you for sir material, sir what is the marks of assignment. Everything they can see for the whenever they can log in, they can see.
Yes.
Because only because of the pandemic we have all learned, because even though we are of interest to learn, but we don't have time to learn all their gadgets and technology. Because of the pandemic itself, forced to learn for all the teachers using for the various gadgets and other things.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, if no questions, probably I can close the session, or if there any clarification, probably you can write a mail, or maybe you can call anytime, probably I can clarify it. Yes.